Though COVID no longer dominates the headlines, vaccine maker AstraZeneca certainly does. The company is withdrawing its vaccine from the markets, and the pharmaceutical giant claims it's because of a decline in demand. But notably, this decision comes weeks after AstraZeneca admitted that the Covishield vaccine can cause blood clots. In the UK alone, the firm is facing more than 50 lawsuits over these claims. Our final report takes you inside the drug maker's decision to pull the vaccine from the market.
In the whirlwind of the pandemic era, COVID-19 vaccines emerged as beacons of hope. Hundreds of people waited eagerly for their shot at protection. During that time, nothing seemed more important than a COVID-19 vaccine. Among the heroes were Covishield, Covaxin, Novavax and Sputnik V. But now the spotlight dims. Pharmaceutical firm AstraZeneca has begun the worldwide withdrawal of its Covishield vaccine. The makers feel that the vaccine, which once promised to give immunity against COVID-19, is no longer needed. Their decision stems from a surplus of newer vaccines available in the market. AstraZeneca says the newer vaccines are tailored to combat the evolving virus variants, which makes their Covishield vaccines obsolete. The pharmaceutical giant says this has led to a decline in demand, which is why they no longer want to manufacture it. They now want to conclude their era of pandemic response efforts. But there's another side to AstraZeneca's miracle vaccine. The pharmaceutical giant faces daunting legal battles. A lawsuit totaling over $100 million in the UK looms over AstraZeneca. The allegations link their COVID jab to the deaths of 80 individuals and countless severe injuries. The first legal case came last year by a man who was left with a permanent brain injury. The number of cases have now reportedly risen to 51. AstraZeneca contests the accusations, but the company also accepted that in very rare cases, Covishield can cause TTS. TTS stands for thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome. It causes blood clots and a low blood platelet count. The medical community had reportedly accepted the possibility of blood clots in 2021. Several scientists studied the potential serious side effects of Covishield. Experts recommended an alternative jab for people under the age of 40. They said that the risk of the AstraZeneca vaccine outweighed the harm posed by COVID-19. Despite claims of saving over 6.5 million lives during the pandemic and distributing over 3 billion doses worldwide, AstraZeneca now finds itself on shaky ground. As the curtain falls on this chapter, questions linger over the legacy of AstraZeneca's vaccine. Once hailed as a global lifeline against the pandemic, was Covishield rolled out too fast and were people made the test subjects? Or did the vaccine work wonders for billions, making the fresh cases of death and injury just an anomaly?
Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. South Africa goes to the polls on the 29th of May. I will track the election and bring you ground reports. Is it the end of the road for the African National Congress? And will former President Jacob Zuma stage a dramatic comeback? From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global South. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.